Hello and welcome back to The Broken Doll. I think there will be 3 parts to this because something here I want to talk about when you're stuffing a doll, and why at the beginning I said I wanted the material to be stretched this way. There's one part of this that does, like in material, this is for people that don't know, and me who just learned this. There's material that it won't stretch this way, but it's stretching this way. There's more give because I'm pushing downward, downward into the doll, and I don't want to pull on the seams of the doll. And there we go. And so what you want to do is make sure that you're pushing where the material wants to pull, and has the pull, the ability to give. And that way you're not pushing in on your seams, you're pushing down in on the doll. This doll has to be heavily stuffed. It cannot be lightly stuffed. You have to stuff her hard, like you're pushing down big time. You want to make sure that she's getting as much stuffing in there as possible. You're going to go through a lot. For this doll, there's a lot of stuffing in her. And it's almost what you would say ridiculous, but it has to be for her to stand, and also just to have the body structure that she needs to support this whole chest plate type of thing. So you want to make sure that you're giving her the right amount of stuffing that she deserves. And that's why when you pull the stuffing out, old stuffing out of here, you'll see that there's a lot. It's not a little bit, it's quite a bit. And you just want to make sure that you're giving her what's due to her. You can't be stingy on the stuffing. And you don't want just that fluffy stuff that they have out that a lot of reborns get, or a lot of dolls in today's world in manufacturing get. This here is cotton stuffing. It is, I'm going to show it to you here. What does it say what it is? This is organic raw cotton. That's what I'm putting, she's getting stuffed with. So that's what you need, a heavy stuffing. This is, you can't get cheap on the stuffing. Unless you want to keep the stuffing that she had, which is cotton stuffing as well. You can do that as well. So, you know, and I know it looks lumpy bumpy, but over time, this stuff does take shape. It softens. It will get better. I know right now it's got this lumpy bumpy body, but we got to do it to get her what she needs. And I just pull it out, I give it a little bit of pull, and I put it in and go for it. Getting where. But I thought I should talk about this because I know in the beginning I talked about which way to cut the material. And I never thought about it until I was just stuffing her here and looking at it going, you know, she needs some, we need to talk about that for people that are new into this. And for those that have already restored their own doll and everything, you would know this. But, and you know, this is really great for me because I did not know all this. These are steps that maybe somebody would just say, well, I'll just stuff whatever. I had a vinyl doll that I want to redo. I want to restore. It was my Aunt Judy's doll. She's passed away now. But I played with her a lot as a little girl. But her neck was just flopping all over the place. And my grandmother, another on my dad's side, the doll I got was from my mother's side. And anyways, I took I was carrying her, and she says, "Oh, let me stuff her." She took her old nylons and stuffed nylons into her. And that's what she did, because that's what was, she had they had runs in them and everything. And next thing I know, my doll's head was sticking up nice and, you know, just beautiful. And I was like, oh, great, this is wonderful, you know. So anyways, some dolls get a lot of different stuffing put into them. And so anyways, not the right stuffing, but it worked, you know. Now, for that little vinyl doll, that's fine. You know, it worked for me as a little girl. I loved it because now her head was where it's supposed to be. I mean, it was cranked right over, you know. I would carry her around, and she saw me with her, and she goes, oh, I can fix that for you. Let me do that for you. And next thing I know, she had, and we're getting near the top here. And I thought that would be important, an important thing to talk about, this here. And you can see I'm still stuffing, like I'm still pushing down. Don't rush it. If you can push into a corner, you can feel it, do so. You know, you see myself, I'm still pushing down. I mean, you don't want to overstuff her either, you know, but she does have to hold this, because otherwise what you're going to get is these bends in the body where the chest plate is bending it, and we don't want that. We want this to be nice and straight, you know, and full, you know, this nice and full, so that it supports it for years to come after I'm long gone and up in doll heaven. You know, fixing dolls up there. You know, the thing is this will be still standing, and that's what we're looking for, you know, is that there. So it's getting where I can't stop anymore at the top. It's just ain't gonna happen. So there's no more room. So I want to keep putting more fluff into this as much as I can. And then I got to have room for a cardboard. I got to cut something out for her. And I got cardboard sitting back here. And we'll see about, you know, getting something for her. And I'm just going to leave that like that. Now I've got cardboard down right behind me here. This stuff here I got from work years ago. And I would ask them to save it. And they would get their printing paper, and this would be in the bottom of the box, and some of them, the girls would take it home for crafts for their kids, would want it some, but if I could snitch a few of them here and there, I would. I say, hey, can I have a few of those? So the lady would save me a few, and she goes, what do you want them for? And I said, she says, are you doing arts and crafts? And I said, kind of, in a sense, I guess you could say, but I said, they're great for my dolls when it comes to cardboard, so that the fluff doesn't go up inside their heads. She didn't have a clue what I was talking about. She goes, okay. But at that time they didn't, because they didn't know what I was into. I didn't talk too much about it, and finally I started telling people about what I was doing. They just loved it at work, you know. So, but anyways, we gotta take this. And we want this a little bit small. Well, maybe I'm gonna make it the size. Where's my pen? Right here. That's what I love about this thing off to the side here. Okay, we're just gonna go. Can I get in there? Her arms are in the way. Okay, there we go. I don't have to do the complete. I get the idea of where this circle is now. Okay, that's good enough. I got the idea. Okay, now where's my skizzers? My big skizzers. Oh, there they are. Way over yonder. They're yondering on me. There we go. All right, so we're going to cut this out. Oh, this is good old cardboard here. Now you can use cereal boxes too, and layer them if you want for thicker, you know, what do you call it, for thicker pieces, circle if you want. You can lay one layer on top of the other and just glue them and then put it in. There's no right or wrong. These were given to me. Oh, they're wonderful. They're great. Oh, yeah, love this nice thick cardboard. And I imagine you could buy thick cardboard too from a, what do you call it? There we go. From a craft store too, just as well. Cardstock. You know, whatever way you want to do it. There's no right or wrong. I just don't want this to be too small. This looks like it's almost too small. Maybe not. Oh, once I tighten that, nope, see. Once I tighten that in there. Okay, let's just try this. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Okay. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. That's just enough just to hold that down. Now, this is going to be the tricky part. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to get myself ready to, I'm going to put the zip tie in, and we're going to talk about zip ties I'm using, and we'll be back for part 3. Thanks for joining me, and subscribe if you can. Thanks again. Bye-bye.